Jujutsu Kaisen, episode 17. This episode right here, continuing the tournament arc, we enter the mindset of MAKI, and basically, to sum up this episode, this right here is the queen slash goddess of the series right here. You're looking at her right here. See, they might put her as 4th grade or whatever, but this right here, no females beating her in this series, no matter what. Special grade, curse, whatever. No goddamn. Actually, never mind. I take that back because of episode 18, but you know what I mean. But yeah, she's OP. Basically, she's overpowered. Queen of the series. And it's crazy because she can't even see curses. She has to rely on curse tools to even fight. But she's broken because her advantage is she doesn't focus on what she can't control. She goes all in on what she can control. So like that's what gave her the ability to become this strong and come this far, because she doesn't focus on, well, I can't see curses and I can't really use curse energy. So, like she didn't accept that. I was about to say accept again, but she kind of like ignored her limitations and only pay attention to what she can improve on and get better at. So that's a life lesson right there. Maki kind of showed you what it looks like to focus on the things you can improve on other than the things you can't and limited, and not letting those limits define you and stuff like that, because she wouldn't have made it this far if she had done that. But just a quick little life lesson right there. Anyways, the witch girl and Nabora. This was this fight right here. It was like, I didn't expect them to spend this much time on. Actually, I do. Never mind, I do, because they've been doing this all series long. They spend so much time animating even the smallest fights. Like, look at this. Wait, hold on. Actually, blah blah blah. There, what they've been through. Like, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, look at the animation. And tell me this ain't no, like, look at this. You can't tell me that this ain't no final episode boss fight animation right here. And this is all series long. All series long. Like, come on, bro. Look at this. But anyways, it was a decent fight. To be honest, the other squad, they ain't really as strong as I thought they was gonna be, if I'm being honest. Like, at first when you look at them back before the tournament arc, you're thinking they're like in a different level or something, right? Or like just in a different league, just more experience and stuff, and older too and stuff like that. But nah, they're just they're probably even weaker if I'm being honest, but like around the same level, even probably even weaker, like exception of Total, who's actually in a different level than everybody else. But other than that, it's like the rest of them is just and I wouldn't say the rest, but like most of them, Most of them is just like, ain't really that special, if I'm being honest. So yeah, now we enter the sister fight. Wait, hold on. Yeah, the sister fight. And Maki's like, yo, I could take on you like 2v1 right now. That's how confident she is. Like, come on, bro. And the other two has curse energy. Like, come on. Like, it's crazy. But anyways. But yeah, Maki is the embodiment of literally excellence and trying to become the best version of yourself. The embodiment of it. This is what every female character should aspire to be. Like, come on. Like, she has her own ambitions and goals. She doesn't want to be no servant and all that. Like, we're gonna talk about this more later when after the fight with Maya and Maki. Like, Maki does not want to be no servant. She has bigger goals, bigger ambitions. You know, she said you're gonna become clan leader and stuff like that. Even though she has no curse energy, none of that, she can't see curses. Like, but look at her, overpowered. Oh, wait. One thing I need to talk about. One thing. She said she had a talent where she has superhuman strength, right? But the thing is, right? One thing I gotta mention is they talked about some heavenly pact, right? And how some people get special abilities from it, right? But I'm like, how do they? Is it by random chance that someone gets heavenly pact, or it's just, I don't know, I'm guessing it is, but is that how like you become a sorcerer, or like be able to become a sorcerer? Like, is through that or what? Like, but it looks like, to me, it seems like to be able to use curse energy or develop it, you have to be part of some, like, one of the family branches or whatever, or something like that. Like, for the majority of them, I guess there's like special cases where you don't have to, and there's like a random chance you can, but for the most part, is usually come from like some like special branches of families. It seems like, based off what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, you know, because there's not really much of any other explanation of how some are able to have, how these characters are able to have cursed energy, but like the majority of the population can't, you know. So yeah, hopefully I get more of an explanation about heavenly pacts. Maybe in like season 2. I don't know, because I'm only in like episode 19, so maybe in season 2, or maybe before I end this season. Maybe they could have it where Yuji had a heavenly pact, because he's broken, like he's super strong for no reason. So maybe they could say that, or his heavenly pact is to become a vessel. You know, one of the two, or both. It's probably both. So yeah. And look, wait, hold on. I need to appreciate this moment right here. This moment right here shows she thought this girl Mai thought she checkmate her sister without realizing that she's messing with the queen of the series, the goddess. Like, look at this. Come on, bro. I win. Like, come on, bro. Look at this. Wait, hold on. Goddess mode activated. Come on, bro. You can't touch her. If you're just a normal sorcerer, you can't touch her. Look. See, now I want to talk about it now. They were talking about why she left the clan and stuff. how she never wanted to be a Jujutsu sorcerer Mai, and like she just wanted to settle. You know, she was okay with just staying in her little in the family household and just being there and just doing little tasks the rest of her life. While Maki was like, nah, like I got ambitions and goals. Like this conversation showed like the difference between ambitious people and people who just settle. You know, like it's two different people. Like one, obviously this shows why. Look, see, like we could have just done a few chores and lived a normal life. Like this is someone who lacks ambition and goals and just settles, which is, I mean, my belief is if that's what you want, then go ahead and do it, but don't ever try to drag somebody who does have ambitions and goals to the same point you want to be or stay at, you know, because there's two different paths. She wants something else and you want something. Like you guys want two different things, so you can't. If you want to be living that life, then she has to live it on her own, because Maki is not thinking the same way. She's different wavelengths, man. Different wavelengths. Look, see, why wouldn't you stay at the bottom with me? Like, that's the only thing I like. People who like, I don't have a problem with people who don't really have much ambition and or like settle. Like, you know, it could be. I feel like ambition could be a little bit genetic, where like some people are just born more ambitious or whatever, or you know, just develop it. But the only problem I have is like, even if you don't have that much ambitions, if you just you know, there's just not really much you want to really do with your life. You just, you know, you're cool with where you at. Like, you know, just the only problem I have is don't try to bring others who don't want to be in the same spot as you. Don't try to bring them into that same spot, expecting them to want to stay there with you for for eternities. You know, because that's how some relationships end, where, you know, when both people realize they have two separate, one's very ambitious and want to move forward and the other is okay with where they at. You know, it's where conflict between family members happen too. Like a lot of things happen between like these two different types of people, two different types of wavelengths. But yeah, it's just another life lesson. Like don't ever think like, also don't think like just because you're an ambitious person, like you're better than someone who settles, like who wants just to live regular, you know, because there's no like, another thing I believe, there's no like right answer to life. There's no right way to live. Like being ambitious don't mean you're living life is how life is supposed to be lived, because there is no right way of living life. You just live the life you want to live, you know. So that's really it. So this, yeah. So yeah, and Maki gave the perfect answer, because I would have hated myself if I did that. That's the mindset of an ambitious person. Yeah, ambitious person can't settle. If they settle, then it'll be self-destruction. You lose like respect for yourself, because like you have this set of goals, like you have this vision in your mind, and you just sit there and not execute on it. You just it kind of shows that like you don't value yourself. if you don't execute on the things your mind is set on. So perfect answer for Maki, the ambitious, moving forward, self-improvement guru, you know. But yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, another perfect example of, look at this. See, no hard feelings, you know. But damn, look at this. This one got me though. That she left her right there. Like, you know, they always say like you gotta sometimes leave some people behind if you want to move forward. But it's like, damn. I guess like Maki knows there's no like saving her sister. Like her mind is set on that one thing. Like, I'm guessing like the reason why she did that, because usually I've seen in shows is where, you know, characters trying to pull their siblings or whatever, or their friends, you know, to the top with them and try their best, no matter if the friend can't see the vision they see or whatever. They try their best to bring them up, even in, which is also relatable to real life. But with Maki did, where I don't really see much in anime, is like sometimes you just gotta leave them behind if they don't understand your mindset and what you see, you know, because it looks like, I'm guessing, is Maki try to have her see her way of thinking like years ago, you know, since they grew up together, and since she knows that she doesn't see things the way she sees them, like she just left her behind like this, you know, just apologizing and just leave her behind like this, because, you know, I guess she just realized they're just two different types of people. So it's just heartbreaking to feel like, it's very heartbreaking to feel that, and like especially when that's your sibling too. Like I feel like Maki's a little bit broken that she has to leave her sister like this to move forward. But man, it's tough. It's tough to be a person that settles, and it's tough to be a person that's ambitious, because life is just tough in general, you know. So yeah, Maki kind of accepts that. Maki kind of accepts her sister not liking her as much. Damn, that's kind of sad. Maybe Maki could have handled it a little better, but it's sad. Yeah. But yeah, this episode is more like a life lesson type of thing, you know. There's a lot of things you could gain from it. A lot of knowledge. Of like, it kind of showed, I really liked how it showed like the difference between characters, like how they think and stuff, and how like the interactions is, it kind of showed different wavelengths in their interaction, and how it like presents different paths, you know. So I'm guessing Mai joined become a Jujutsu sorcerer. I mean, it's either two things. It's either because she got kicked out because her sister left, or she followed her hoping that she will come back to the family with her. It's one of the two, I'm guessing. But yeah, it's tough love. Anyways, this episode was like a 10 out of 10, maybe 9.5, because like this episode made me really like Maki as a character, because she's very relatable. Very relatable, because man, like, yeah. Very relatable person. uh she's even though on the outside she seems like she's supposed to be not that strong, she's one of the strongest, especially out of the females, you know. Probably the strongest female, so yeah, like her character alone, showing more of her character, like made me really like this episode, because like I could relate to her a lot and how she thinks and stuff like that. So yeah, very great episode. I learned a lot about these characters, especially Mai. Like, and I didn't think of Mai as like, you know, a person that like lacks a lot of ambition and settles, which is not I'm not trying to say it as like a completely negative thing, but it's just who she is, you know. I was able to learn a lot about these characters. That's very interesting. And it was of course, learning them through battle is the best part too. So yeah, it was a 9.5, 10 out of 10. I really like when an episode also teaches you something too, or try without really telling you that they're teaching you something. They just put something out there to let you see something, and you have to spot whether or not it's you spot whether or not it's something you can learn from. So yeah, it was a great episode. So yeah, episode 18. That's when the hype stuff. well, it's not like hype stuff wasn't happening, but this is like serious, really craziness happens. You already know already. You already know. So episode 18, yeah. Hope you enjoy the life lessons. Hope this episode teaches you something. So that's the end of the lecture.